Hey guys, what's up? Roman here from Tech Guides and welcome to my ultimate Valorant performance guide. In this video I will show you what each graphical setting in Valorant does, how it influences your in-game performance, and finally also my recommended settings for the best possible gaming experience. Now all of the tests for this video have been performed on my main gaming PC, which has an i9-9900K at 5GHz, an RTX 2080 and 64 gigs of 3800 MHz memory. Additionally, I'll also include results using my Huawei MateBook X Pro, which is equipped with an i7-8550U CPU, 16 gigs of RAM and an MX150 dedicated graphics cards. This simply to give you a bit of a perspective between what kind of performance you can expect on a high-end PC build compared to a laptop or a very low-end PC. Now before jumping right into the game, you want to make sure to correctly set up a few Windows settings first. So to get the highest possible performance in Valorant, right click on the Valorant executable, click on Open File Location, go to Riot Games, Valorant, Live, Shooter Game, Binaries, Windows 64, and right click on the Valorant Windows 64 shipping.exe, go to Compatibility and make sure to check Disable Full Screen Optimizations. Another Windows option that people generally recommend to turn off is the Windows Game Mode. You can access this by going to the Start menu and typing in Game Mode. Now you should really only disable this if you don't intend to record your gameplay using Shadowplay or if you want to live stream your gameplay using NVENC. Now since the Windows version 1903, enabling the Game Mode actually allows you to perform these tasks more reliably than if you had turned this off. You can read more about this on the official NVIDIA streaming guide. On the other hand, I would highly recommend to disable the Windows Game Bar as well as the Windows Background Capture. Now when hopping into the game, the first thing that we can change is the display mode. In this table, I'll show you the performance numbers that I'm getting when I'm running the game in full screen, windowed full screen, or windowed. Additionally, I'll show the performance impact of having game mode and full screen optimization turned on or off. Surprisingly, on my computer, running the game in windowed full screen gives me 45% higher performance than when running the game in full screen mode. Turning both game mode and full screen optimization off gives me a slight performance boost, however windowed full screen still pulls out ahead. And finally, when re-enabling the Windows Game Mode, you can see that I'm getting exactly the same performance as with this turned off. Now let's try to figure out why I'm actually getting higher performance when I'm running the game in windowed full screen over running the game in full screen. As you can see from this footage, I'm getting around 490 or maybe 500 FPS on my main gaming PC when I run the game in full screen. When I change the mode to windowed full screen, you can see the performance immediately increasing to about 660 FPS. Now when checking the task manager, you can see that the GPU is actually less utilized when I'm playing in full screen over windowed full screen, thus explaining the increase in performance when I'm using windowed full screen. On the other hand, when I'm checking the performance that I'm getting on my laptop, you can see that I get around 150, maybe 160 FPS in full screen mode, and when I change it to windowed full screen, it drops down to maybe 140. So my recommendation to you would be to check which mode actually gives you more performance and then simply stick with that. Next, let's go through each graphical settings, see how they perform and how they influence the game. When changing the material quality from low to medium, then most of the objects start to gain a little bit more depth and just overall have more detail. On my main gaming PC, this makes me lose about 3% of my overall performance, whereas on my laptop this makes me lose a whopping 14%. Increasing this option even further to high makes all of the metal objects start to get a little bit more shiny, and here's where I see an additional 9% performance drop on my main PC and 8% on my laptop. Now if you prefer to have the lowest amount of clutter in your gameplay and the highest amount of performance, then you should probably stick to material quality low. I personally like the way the game looks with medium, so I select medium. Texture quality from my research really didn't have any difference between the different settings in-game. I tested this on many different objects and even on players, but for some reason I simply cannot say what the difference between the different modes should be. Even if I set material quality to high, then I don't see any difference in the texture quality. On the other hand, this option makes me lose 2 or 4% respectively on my gaming PC, whereas on my laptop I don't see any noticeable performance difference. So my suggestion would just be to select texture quality low. When increasing the detail quality from low to medium, I lose absolutely no performance on my main gaming PC, whereas my laptop reports about 7% lower performance. Looking at in-game comparisons, then I can frankly not tell any difference between detail quality medium and low. Finally, increasing this to high gives some of the textures more detail. This comes with a 12% performance decrease on my main gaming rig or 14% on my laptop. Since there is no difference between low and medium, and since my laptop actually reports lower performance on medium, I would recommend to select detail quality low. UI quality actually does not influence the UI on screen, so when you're playing, like your health and your ammo counter. However, it does influence the way your buy menu and your actual in-game menu looks. When putting this to medium, you can see immediately that the background gets a little bit lighter and you can kinda see what's going on through the menu. The same applies for the My menu, where everything looks a little bit nicer. Increasing this option to medium makes me lose 1% on my gaming PC and 7% on my laptop. Finally, the difference between UI quality medium and high is that there is additional blur in the background. Both my gaming PC and laptop don't show any performance difference between high and medium. Since this doesn't really affect gaming performance and because I really like the way the UI looks, I select UI quality high. Next, enabling the vignette effect gives you a bit of a dark gradient on the bottom and top of your screen, making all of the different UI elements a little bit easier to read in my opinion. Both my gaming PC and laptop don't show any noticeable performance difference when enabling this option. VSync you absolutely want to turn off for two reasons. First of all, Valorant is a very performant game and therefore you likely aren't gonna drop below your monitor's refresh rate. And second of all, VSync introduces input lag, which you absolutely do not want in a competitive first-person shooter. When comparing the different anti-aliasing options, I found that FXAA, while actually giving a bit of a performance drop in my game, doesn't really do anti-aliasing on objects. So if you want to use anti-aliasing, definitely stick to MSAA 2 times or 4 times. The former of which gives me 5% performance drop, whereas the second 14%. On my gaming laptop, this even increases to a whopping 22% with 2 times and 36% 4 times. I personally prefer to use MSAE 2 times as this just looks much nicer in game. Anisotropic filtering comes into play when looking at multiple objects in a shallow angle, so for example floor tiling or shingles on a rooftop, where all of the different lines start to blur if you don't have anisotropic filtering set. The performance hit of using anisotropic filtering is absolutely minimal, however me personally I wouldn't go beyond 4 times as the improve in visual fidelity doesn't really justify the higher performance hit that the higher options introduce. Improved clarity basically makes your entire game a little bit more contrasty and it's probably a bit easier to actually see enemy players. On the other hand, this makes me drop 14% on my gaming PC and 31% on my laptop. So since this is such a huge performance hog, I would personally recommend to turn this off. Enhanced gun visuals basically only applies to the glowing parts of guns, so it basically affects your arrow, your crosshair, the muzzle flash and even the sun flare. This option comes with a 6 and 7% performance drop on my gaming PC and laptop respectively. I personally don't really think that the enhanced gun visuals are worth it, so I would recommend to turn this off. Distortion, I have absolutely no clue what it's supposed to do in-game. I couldn't really find any example where this would actually make a visual difference in-game. Maybe this option isn't quite implemented yet as the performance also doesn't decrease. And finally, shadows gives me a 10% performance decrease on my gaming PC and a 3% performance decrease on my laptop. Now, while this option sounds like you couldn't see shadows from other players in-game anymore when turning this off, this is actually not true. This only applies to shadows that are being drawn on your weapon, that by the way also look quite horrible. So since this also decreases performance and since this doesn't give you any competitive advantage, you should definitely turn this off. With these settings, I get between 2 and 300 FPS at 1440p. On the other hand, on my laptop, with these settings, I get between 80 and 100 FPS at 1080p. But that about wraps up today's video, guys. I hope this video was helpful to you and you could improve your performance in Valorant. If you want me to do similar videos for other games, then definitely tell me so in the comments below. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Thank you so much for watching, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
One enemy remaining.
Headshot. Here.
Last player standing.
Last one down. Yikes. Your fault.
Spike. I see someone. Taken out.
enemy remaining.
Be faster.